Well, now on to our seniors stories. Attorneys from the Legal Services of Northern Virginia will offer their free counsel on a wide range of senior-related issues. They are offered at a variety of times at the various senior centers. The next set of consultations are on Tuesday, March the 27th at Walter Reed Senior Center from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and on Wednesday, that's March the 28th at Culpeper Garden Senior Center from 12:30 to 2 p.m. To make an appointment, call Walter Reed at 703-228-0955, or you can call Culpeper Garden at 703-228-4403.
And more for seniors. More seniors are biking. Healthy, it's a fun way to exercise. Leslie Tierston, a certified cycling instructor, is conducting a bicycle maintenance and repair seminar for seniors. The seminar will be held Tuesday, March 27th at the Walter Reed Senior Center from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. The cost is $20 for a 3-hour session. To register, call 703-228-0955.
And that should be great for seniors to go out there and ride your bicycles.
Yeah.
How old do you have to be?
55 plus.
I'm not quite yet.
Almost there,
Soon,
Rich. Almost there, right, Rich?
Another 5 years.
Well, Jennifer Abel from the Virginia Cooperative Extension Office will present a program for seniors on how to extend your money in retirement. She will discuss options that show people how to plan for long-term needs. Join Miss Abel for this free program at the Walter Reed Senior Center on Thursday, March the 29th at 1 p.m. To register, call 703-228-0955. Rich, that's another good event for you.
Thank you, my boy.
Good planning, and you might be able to join Randy Randall, a volunteer leader for Arlington County's 55 Travel Office. They'll meet with seniors to discuss upcoming trips and explain how the program works. This travel meeting will be on Monday, April 2nd at 1:30 p.m. at the Aurora Hills Senior Center near my place. For information and to register, call 703-228-5722.
And Miriam Kelly Arthur from Virginia Health Care Services will explain the criteria for the different levels of inpatient health care that Medicare does and doesn't cover. This program is being held at Aurora Hills Senior Center on Monday, that's March the 26th at 1:30 p.m. This is a free program. To register, call them at 703-228-5722.
Excellent. Thank you, Daniel. Outstanding programs for seniors. According to Terrence Frederick, a Merrill Lynch financial advisor, people can invest while still on a fixed income. Langston Brown Senior Center will host Mr. Frederick on Monday, March 26th at 7 p.m. Mr. Frederick will guide you in the re-examining of a fixed income portion of your portfolio so you can take advantage of potential fixed income opportunities. Please register. Call 703-228-6300.
And thank you so much. Again, goes to our own Judy Masami of the Senior Office of Senior Adult Program. She does such a great job. Her hard work and dedication really shows.
Indeed, indeed, and valued, I'm sure.
Well, now we're going to go to our own Miriam. She's going to do double duty, right, Miriam? You're going to be talking to Tony and Dan from George Mason University. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Miriam Gennari, and I'm here with the Sustainable Scoop. I'm here today with Dan Scleroux, Fellow of Sustainability Studies at George Mason University, and Tony Andrews, Director of Community Relations of George Mason University here in Arlington. I heard some exciting news that there was a big project going on at George Mason, specifically called Operation Rain Barrel, and I invited Tony to come and talk to me about it, but it seems that there's been a development with the rain barrels.
Yes, it's a very happy development, as a matter of fact. George Mason University is going to have its second annual Community Earth Week Fair on Sunday, April 22nd, and we thought it would be a lot of fun if we involved the schools by providing rain barrels to up to 20 Arlington public schools. And my biggest concern about the idea was how would we get the word out, and would the schools respond? Well, with the wonderful help of the superintendent's office and also with Laura Novak, the head of the County Council of PTAs, we hit the ground, we ran, we contacted the schools, and within days, all 20 rain barrels have been claimed by Arlington Public Schools. They're going to get their rain barrels, they're going to paint them artistically, they're going to return them to our Arlington campus the week of April 16th, where they will be on display at our art gallery. And this will be part of a big fair day that we're going to have, but two exciting things are going to happen with the rain barrels, more than two. The kids are going to learn about rain barrels in their schools. They're going to participate in a big community event. The rain barrels will be judged, and 3 will be selected, the top 3, and those schools will receive a $100 donation from Water Management, Inc. And then we're going to have a silent auction, and we're going to auction off all 20 barrels, and the proceeds are going to 2 really good causes. Half of the proceeds will go to support the County Council of PTA's Scholarship Fund, and the other half will support Mason's Early Identification Program. It's a wonderful program that is sort of a college prep program for middle school and high schoolers to get them ready to go to college. These would be children who would be the first in their family to go to college. And they need a little extra help, a little extra attention to get them there, and that's what our program does. So these rain barrels are going to do a lot of amazing things, aside from being just a great fun project at our Earth Week Fair.
Well, that's an exciting thing to hear about, especially because there's something about rain barrels that's very sustainable.
Yes.
And that's something that we're all focused on in Arlington Public Schools and throughout Arlington.
Right.
But I also know that it's something that's a big part of what they're doing at George Mason University. And Dan, you're a professor at the Fairfax campus, but you're here in Arlington very often. Tell us, and you live here in Arlington, so can you give Arlingtonians the definition of sustainability?
Well, the official definition is meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the needs of future generations. Now, if we had met all the needs of the present generation, that would be an easier task. But really, we're looking at how do we promote at the same time people and our needs, the planet, the sorts of life support on which we rely, and prosperity, economic prosperity, on which helps people to thrive. So that people-planet prosperity dynamic is what sustainability is really all about.
So bringing the children in with rain barrels and talking about environmental education, and then bringing Earth Week into Arlington Public Schools and getting people involved, is that a way to help promote sustainability?
Not only that, but the way in which the funds are being brought in to try to support students who might not otherwise be prepared for college is about sustainability on that prosperity side too. And people, planet, and prosperity together is really the take-home message there.
Well, now, there are a lot of universities talking about greening their schools, and I know there are some different metrics out there. Tell us what George Mason's doing, because my understanding is you're ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I would say that we're in the middle of the pack for the front 0.5% of universities. So, you know, we're not in the top 5 or 10 globally, you know, privately endowed universities. But here at George Mason, we've really been a leader in Virginia and in the Washington, D.C. area. We're one of the first universities in Virginia to have achieved ASHI Stars Silver rating, which was one of the first universities, the first 40 universities in the country to do so. And it's kind of like a lead certification for our sustainability throughout our academic and operational activities.
And that's really important to students right now because, you know, as you're looking at careers and opportunities in the future, what would focusing on sustainability maybe mean to a future student?
Well, just to take some examples from the present, actually, we have students who are going through our sustainability programs who are going, as part of their internships, working in local healthcare companies to do supply chain of, you know, how do all of these medical instruments get created and where do they go? How can we make that more green and sustainable? Looking beyond that at the IT sector, how can we create data centers which are environmentally friendly? And even activities as teachers. They're going and working with younger students to learn about the environment. And I know I, for one, was inspired to become an environmental professor because of just that kind of teacher. So there's all those sorts of different careers. In Monster.com, I saw over 1,000 sustainability-related jobs just this week. So it's amazing.
That's amazing. And what's really great is that we're starting them at the earliest ages, at elementary school, talking about the issues, talking about sustainability, about protecting their water, protecting their air, and then giving them the opportunity to show their stuff at high school, at the university level. So it sounds like there's going to be a lot of things coming up at George Mason University. How do we find out more about what's happening at George Mason?
Well, we have a number of websites, but particularly to focus in on what's happening for Earth Week, we'll have a specific website that's focused on things happening at the Arlington campus, as well as other things that are happening throughout the Fairfax and Arlington and Prince William campuses.
Isn't there a website that you wanted to mention?
There is a website. Time, are we using the website?
Yeah, let's go ahead and tell the public about Sustain You.
As an email address.
Yes.
Yeah, you can find out particular information on all of these activities by emailing sustainu, SUSTAINU, @gmu.edu, or you can visit sustainability.gmu.edu, where we have a calendar of all the activities happening throughout Northern Virginia.
Excellent, excellent. I want to thank you both for coming. I want to hope that you'll both come back and see us again, and I want to thank you, viewers, for tuning in. Keep up on the Sustainable Scoop. Thank you.
And thank you, Miriam, for interviewing Tony and Dan from George Mason University.
Absolutely. Do not forget to nominate somebody for the Green Patriot Award. I already have.
Yes. And don't forget
Who'd you vote for?
Oh. I'm not telling.
Oh.
And don't forget to watch us on youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the #1. Thank you for joining us here at the Arlington Weekly News.
Thank you.